They love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL is once again returned to Oakland, California. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Redwoods of Oakland. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Yo. You change it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. But you look at this defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. And I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if he ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there. That means you rank amongst the best that have ever done it.
Young. And he fires one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. Third down here. You look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. If things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So,
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Right. Check back. Good for an Oakland first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's another good first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Young. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. And they rattle off a big one. 43 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler, they run left side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Young off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Black Ultra. Set cut.
Young now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
Ultra. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darius Slayton from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. First down, Young. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done. And oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Eckler now between the tackles. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guy. Football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
3rd and 4. And now they'll shift things around. Off the play fake. Nicholson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redwoods take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off play action. Nicholson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Young on 1st down.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Israel Abanikanda.
59 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Ravens 42, Redwoods 10. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready?
3rd and short yardage, Young.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Young's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Ready.
That's another Oakland 1st down.
Smack.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Young working out of the gun. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Ready, right.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
White, white. Set, hut.
Young to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Redwoods get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
42. Redwoods 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
142 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, Nicholson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Tucker's kick is good. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Here's 3rd and 7. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 3rd down, Nicholson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Down the sideline he goes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and good. Now here's Young. And now here's another interception. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter and that current 5-game win streak.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Following the interception, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ready?
Young on third down. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Young. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 1st and 10, Young. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Young. And my goodness, another interception. And now look at him go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into